Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Tunde Abimbola, and today I want to talk to us about risk taking, and how it affects success, our success or successes in life. Now, the point I want to make is that one cannot live successfully, one cannot, go through this life without not necessarily taking the risk. It may be difficult because life itself is risky. You go out in the morning, you come in at night, or whenever time you come back. It's also risky in itself. So everybody should have that consciousness that living through this life is risky. So it's important to know how we have to manage risk in everything that we do, knowing fully well that we cannot totally live without bearing risk in our daily and individual endeavor. Now, the issue is that most people are afraid, they are afraid of uncertainties, they are afraid of, what will happen to me if I do this, what will happen to me if I do that. Now, the fear is normal. It is very, very normal that people experience, or that people have this fear. Fear is part of human makeup. Human beings are made to fear. But the most important thing is that if you want to achieve certain feat in life, you want to record certain successes, then there's a need for you to eliminate fear and try as much as possible to take a leap, to take a jump, to take practical steps forward. Now, these steps may be risky at times because you may not be able to ascertain, even when you've done all necessary analysis, you've done all necessary projection, you've done research, as the case may be, you may not be able to ascertain or confidently say that there will not be any issue. So nothing in life is guaranteed. Nothing in life is 100% assured. That should be at the back of our mind, that in as much as we've done all necessary research and findings about what we want to do, there are also one or two rules for uncertainties. So one should bear that in mind. So life itself, like I said, is risky. So for one to achieve success, one should know that it is important that one go through the risk stage. Now, taking risk can be in any part of one's life. Everything we do, it adds some element of risk in them. Most time that we do investment, we may not be able, even when we've done an analysis, do our findings about the company, we may not be able to be sure whether this company will not fold up, whether this company will not liquidate, whatsoever English we want to call them in the economic or financial balance, whatsoever way we want to see it. But we have this fear that, what will befall of, what will become of my money if I put so much in this business, or if I put so much in this investment, what will become of it? But the issue is this: if you are not ready to take risk, you are at ground zero. The person is at ground zero. And when you are in a stationary position, to grow becomes a problem. When one is in a stationary position, it becomes very problematic for that person to grow. Now, but when there's movement brings advancement. If you are at ground zero and you are not taking a step at all, it is very impossible for you to achieve any great height, as the case may be. Now, but if you take a step from ground zero to ground 50, ground 20, whatsoever percentage you want to take, it's important that can lead you to a particular height that will tilt you towards achieving your goal or your dream. So this is very important. Now, for example, you see a lot of people that have the dream to relocate abroad, but they become skeptical of investing in even getting a passport, investing in attempting a visa, because of the fear that they may get rejected, that their visa may get refused. So these are some of those issues that people do face in taking risks, because they don't want they fear the unknown. They don't want any form of issue. They just want things to be the way it is. But again, one cannot achieve success if one is not ready to take risk. One may not even to go to his or her dream destination or migrate to one's dream country if you are not ready to take the leap, and the first leap is to apply for your visa. So this is another part that people fear, have fear to take risk in most cases. Now, again, in the terms of businesses, you see people are afraid of going into some form of businesses. They fear that they may lose their money. They fear that their money may go down the drain. They fear that their added money putting into this business may not yield anything. Yes, I want to say that business is key because it makes people to be independent. It makes people to stand on their own. But again, if you don't give it a shot, how do you know, or how do you get that independence that you wish for your life? So it's important that I'm saying that before I agree, so to say, that before you do go into any business, it is very imperative that you do your analysis and be sure of what you want to invest your money. But then, after all these I's have been dotted and T's has been crossed, it is important that you then take that step. So nothing happens unless it's put into motion. Nothing on earth happens unless it is put into motion. Nothing happens unless you give it a push. So giving it a push implies that you go into the business. Giving it a push implies that you start and begin the business. It may not go in a day, but a process has started. A process is in motion. And then when this process is in motion and is well nurtured, well grown, then it can get us the desired result. Now, another area is investment. People fear to put their money in certain investments. It can be mutual bond, it can be mutual funds, it can be bonds, it can be stock, whatsoever investment, real estate, or whatsoever the investment may be, treasury bills, whatsoever investment. People have fears that some of this money may go down the drain and they may never get them back again because of bad management. So I want to say, in as much as you've done your calculation, and that's why we talk about calculative risk most of the time, you've done your calculations, you are sure, you've carried out your search about this company. Yes, why can't you go there and try it out? Why can't you give it a trial? If you are not certain of putting all your funds, why can't you try with little? But the point is this: to achieve greater height in the coming years, it is important that you are able to take steps, practical steps, risk-taking that will lead you and push you into the desired growth that you want to achieve. So let's try as much as possible to change our mindset, change our orientation, knowing fully well that nothing happens unless we take steps. And these steps in itself will be risky. So I want to encourage us once again, many of us that have great ambition, that have great plan, we should try to make them happen. Let's start taking steps in order to get them achieved. So thank you very much. I want to appreciate you for the time, for your time, and I want to say that you subscribe to this channel so that you can get more videos from us, and then so that you can also get notification from our subsequent videos. Thank you and stay blessed. Have a nice day.